Hello knitters, Barbara Benson here. I am an independent knitwear designer who also likes to make knit-entertaining videos here on Watch Barbara Knit. Make sure you check in the description below the video where you can find out how to get my patterns, how to join the Watch Barbara Knit's Facebook group so we can chat and support me on Patreon. And of course there will be information in the description below today because it is KnitCrate unboxing time. So today I am going to open up the January KnitCrate box. KnitCrate is a yarn subscription service. I get their standard membership box, but there's also a sock yarn club. If you'd like to know more about KnitCrate and how it all works, stick around after the unboxing and I'll even give you some info on how you can get a discount with my code. But we're gonna open things up, and it's always in this lovely box. Get my fancy pants scissors and snippy snip once. We're good to go. Always like to let y'all see it first. Okay. Ooh! Oh, this is something new and different. Oh my goodness. What is going on here? First, there's a tiny, tiny hat. This makes me so happy. It is the most adorable little, there's always like some sort of bonus in this, and I'm guessing this is the tiny hat. I wish I had something to put tiny hat on, but unfortunately I do not. It is super cute though. It's thumb sized. He's got little the world's tiniest pom-pom. It is excellent. It appears to be in knit 1x1 ribbing, just in case anybody's wondering. It is so cute. So tiny hat. It's gonna sit right here on my desk. And let us look at the yarn. So the reason why I reacted the way I did is because I think this is the very first time that I have ever received a box that has two different colors in it, which is really kind of wild. So this is Knitology, which is their house brand, worsted, and the colorway is Concrete Jungle. And this colorway is called Bushwick. So it's two different colorways. That is very different. Usually it's two of the same color. This is superwash merino wool, worsted weight, 225 yards in 100 grams. I should be holding it up so y'all can see it. The suggested needle size is 8 to 10, machine wash cold, gentle cycle, tumble dried low, made exclusively for KnitCrate. So this is really interesting, and I'm guessing that the little booklet's going to tell me more. But let's open this up real quick so we can get a good look at the colors. So that is really interesting. It's got this little chunk of, I'm going to say it's almost a green. It's somewhere in the yellow-green range that goes into orange and then goes into this darker brown that has slight purple overtones. And then we've got this definite neutral beigey color. And then we go back to our purple, orange, green, purple, orange, green. So it has three chunks. So the distance is really interesting. It is a nice soft wool. It's not crazy soft like some of we've had, but it is got a very nice hand to it, just as I would expect from superwash merino. But it isn't crazy soft, which means it's going to hold up a little bit better than some of these softer yarns. It is really interesting. These colors, while these colors would look horrible on me, they're really fun and interesting and different. I'm curious. I'm sure the booklet will tell us if it's, this might be the neutral colorway or it might be the chill out but it's cool, and I really like this kind of rust color. Now the other one seems to be all, all the neutral. So this is the same, like the neutral in-betweens that don't have the colors on it. This is just the neutrals. It's not just a solid though, because you definitely have some slight variation on, it's definitely still like a hand-dyed yarn. You'd still have some darker and lighter areas. It is a wonderful neutral. It really is a nice yarn. It's got a nice soft hand, but definitely something that I wouldn't worry about being super careful with it, because it's going to hold up better. It would make a great hat or a nice sweater, something that's going to get some definite wear. It's got a nice ply to it. Very cool. Let's put this one back the way it belongs. Okay. Let me get the tag back out. There we go. So you can see it's definitely matchy-matchy. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So you always get this little booklet with it, which has the pattern, and you get this same booklet whether or not you get the membership crate or the sock crate. So all the information's in the one booklet. I love when they changed over to this. It's really slick. And obviously I have the colorway that's shown here on the cover. So you've got the multicolor on the outside and the solid-ish color on the inside. So let's see here. The theme of this one was citrine. This year is going to be golden, especially since we're starting it out with citrine, a theme inspired by acid greens and yellows, sharp architectural geometry, and contrast color play. So that explains what I was saying, that this, I definitely see acid green. I said it's not quite yellow. It's got that definite greenness to it. And, oh, interesting. This says the Knitology worsted. It's by Brooklyn Boy Knits. That is really interesting. So there is this is new. There is a thing about Brooklyn Boy Knits. So I'm going to read it, and it talks about him. And then, so I got the all natural. Then there's the Energize Me was Safari Sunset and Golden Lion. And then the Chill Out was Royal Court and Empire. And these colorways were designed by the designer, which that is really, really a cool new twist. As far as I know, they haven't done this before. So they're going to a designer and asking them to come up with these colors and then working with them. That is really cool. So let me show you all of them. So we got this one. And then the Chill Out, they let you, KnitCrate lets you pick like what general color you want, if you want cool colors or warm colors or neutral colors. And so there's the Chill Out one. So the Chill Out, they got a variegated with purples and blues, and then the semi-solid was a blue. And then the people who got Energize Me, the warm colors, got this one that's got oranges and purples and a little bit of green. And the contrast color is this orange. So this is really cool and different. I'm not going to look at the sock yarns. You're going to have to find somebody else doing the sock yarn. And then the patterns. So this cowl, the cowl that's on the front, was designed by Brooklyn Boy Knits. And then we also have another cowl that's in crochet. There's always a knit pattern and a crochet pattern. And it was designed by Vincent Williams. And so that, I'm sure I'll get to it. So let's look. So here's the pattern. I'm going to put my hand over most of it. There we go. So as I suspected, it's like double layered. So on the outside, you have your variegated. And then on the inside, you have your solid. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, it's called the Upside Down Cowl, and it was inspired by Stranger Things. So that's cool. And it's definitely got cables in it. And then here is a good picture. So the crochet pattern, it was knit up in the Chill Out colorway. And there you go. So again, it's a cowl. And it's really nice. And so then the pattern's in here. I don't know anything about crochet patterns though, so it has a chart is all I'm going to tell you. And then there are the sock ones, which we're not going to look at. And then we have the theme peak, Once Upon a Yarn. So this is the February one. Looks like we're going to have some sort of cooler pastel-y kind of looks. It's definitely a calmer palette. I find it very interesting. Very cool. I'm excited to see what happens next month. Speaking of next month, I wanted to go back. I haven't sent off last month's yet because someone made a very good suggestion. By the way, congratulations to Teresa, who won the Rafflecopter draw for last month's, the December box. And I kept a hold of it so that I could show you. Someone in the comments suggested that it'd be cool to look at so this is the inspiration for next month. And someone suggested it'd be cool to look at the inspiration from last month while we have this month, you know, the inspiration for this month that we received last month. Okay, whatever. So this is last month's. And so here is what we were given as an example, the inspiration. And here are the actual colors that I received. So you can get an idea what the inspiration pictures and how they reflect in what is actually received, which I can really see. And you can see there's definitely some blues and really interesting, but the overall, and let's here. So again, here we've got that colorway, and then whoop, whoop, what, which hand? So yeah, you can definitely see where it came from. And so I will be getting that in the mail. And then we could see how that compared. That was, thank you. I can't remember exactly who suggested it, but thank you so much. That was fun to look at. And so I'll hold on, once I've done the draw, I'll hold on to this until I have next month's so that we can compare and see what Once Upon a Yarn actually ends up looking like. And I'm putting the yarn back in the tiny, tiny hat. So next, I have to figure out what of my patterns I think would work well in this yarn. So if you'll give me a momento. Okay, so I don't really have anything that is going to work with these two together because the patterns I have that rely on two colors, there needs to be high contrast between the two colors. And this is not going to do it. The places where they hit each other, it's going to just blend in together. But with one of these, you could make, well, maybe 1.5. You could definitely make Ring the Gack, because Ring the Gack can be made bigger. So you might start with one color and then move to the variegated and have a little thing. So here's a shot of Ring the Gack. It's a cool cowl. And you could probably have some fun with it. Now, of course, we need to talk about KnitCrate. Now, KnitCrate, as I said, is a yarn subscription service where you get this magical box in your mailbox once a month. And it's a surprise, and you get the yarn, and you get to open up, and it's a lot of fun. If you check in the description below, you will find a link that you could click to go check it out. That is my link, and it lets them know that I sent you over there, so I'd appreciate it if you'd use it. There's also links in there. They have a Ravelry group where people chat and have fun and share things, and there's also like a swap group where if you are looking to get more of a certain color that you got because you want to make something larger, or if you aren't quite, you know, if what you got wasn't exactly what you wanted, somebody might swap one of the other colors with you. So that is super cool. I have a discount code. It is DUCK20, DUCK20. And if you use that code when you check out, if you are trying it out for the first time, you will get 20% off your first month. Now, it's not going to work if you go like with the 6-month deal because there's already a discount built in there. And of course, once I've had the fun of opening up the box, I give it away to one of y'all. In the description below, there will be a link to Rafflecopter, which is a service I use because I don't really want to deal with all the different laws in different countries and different states regarding collecting people's information. You fill it out. There's a link in the description below to the Rafflecopter. It's fairly self-explanatory, but if you have challenges with it, there's also a link to an older video that I made that walks you through step by step how to do it. You just check off your things that you can do and say that you did is subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my newsletter, do things like that. If you've already done that, go ahead and check it off. We're on the honor system. You don't have to resubscribe because you can't really do that. So just do that if you're already having fun with us. The only way you can enter is using Rafflecopter. If you comment below saying, please enter me, I cannot do that. You have to do it yourself. And I won't get your email address. The only email address I get will be the winners and I will contact you before the next month's unboxing. So one more time for this. I'm really excited about this 2 different color thing. It's new and interesting, and this yarn, as always, is soft and smooshy and gorgeous. So if you like this video, please give it the thumbs up, click that like button, and if you would like to be notified whenever I upload a new video, please subscribe to my channel. That'll get you an entry in the Rafflecopter, and select notifications. Click the bell. Thank you so much.